Ice climbing in New England. The thrill, the beauty, the danger. Each year, thousands of enthusiasts from all over the country come to North Conway, New Hampshire to experience some of the best ice climbing in the nation.
This is Cathedral Edge, a 500-foot rock cliff with a different variety of routes on the way up. It has different ice flows for different skill levels. Temperatures have been fluctuating all season long, but this year it's been ideal for ice climbing.
It's been a great year so far. You've had a good combination of warm and cold with some precip thrown in, which is kind of the key to keeping the groundwater actively flowing.
Keith Moon is general manager and instructor for Eastern Mountain Sports Climbing School. He's been ice climbing for over 15 years. He says the weather this season has come with some challenges.
Really the hardest conditions to deal with are the extremes, either extreme warmth or extreme cold. Both kind of present totally different challenges. When it's too warm, obviously the ice is actively melting and wanting to kind of degrade in that form. And when it's too cold, the ice almost dries out and becomes brittle and more easily broken.
He says researching the conditions of the ice before you climb is important to staying safe, as well as being conscious of falling ice. And he says having the right equipment is vital, which has improved as the sport has gained popularity.
Now the equipment, as the technology has increased, has made everything lighter as well, which makes it easier to climb. If you're not being weighed down quite as much and you're kind of more fluid with having that lightweight equipment, that goes a long way.
All right, Keith, we're going to go ice climbing. This is the pack that we need and the equipment.
Sure, so there's quite a lot of equipment involved in ice climbing. We need to physically use tools to make our way up the ice. If you imagine trying to grab a slippery icicle, it's not going to work well. So we need to use these tools. So the first thing we have here are these specific ice tools. They have kind of a nice handle on it and a super sharp pick. So those go on our hands, and then on our feet we have crampons. These need special boots to go onto, but they're steel spikes that allow us to kick our feet into the ice to create stable platforms.
That's some good grip there.
So probably one of the most important pieces of our kit is going to be our helmet. That's one of our main kind of risk management tools, is to protect our head from falling ice. So you don't go ice climb without a helmet.
Added into the pack is a 200-foot rope, a harness, and for protection, sharp screws that manually get spun into the ice.
Cool, this is all the gear that we're going to bring out there.
All right, Keith, let's get going.
Let's do it. Ice climbing, super physical, but it's also very cerebral. While you're actually climbing, it's almost like this idea of kind of therapy or meditation, where you're so fixated on what you're doing in the moment and being very in tune with your surroundings that everything else kind of falls away. It's very surreal, almost meditative. It's pretty awesome.
With each climb comes balance, concentration, precision, and strength.
You're hyper-focused during the activity. You want to be very precise with your movement. That's one of our primary risk management tools, is really good movement. So while I'm doing it, it's a complete concentration on the activity. Is the ice changing? Is it becoming more brittle, thinner, thicker? And then my movement itself.
Keith says despite the risks, ice climbing can be for all ages. In fact, he's taught young teens to people in their 70s.
So if somebody was looking to get out and try ice climbing, really one of your only and best options is to head out with a qualified guide.
All the tools and technology to keep you ahead of the storm. Coming up next, a behind-the-scenes look at how our First Alert weather team delivers the most accurate forecast.